It's Week 16 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He's trying to join the ultra-exclusive club of 2,000-yard rushers in a single year. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie JAYDEN, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can...
The Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize.
Over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they finally get him, but not rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And now a pause because we got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to him. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. In motion right, Campbell. From the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
As you can have.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mariota. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Strike 3-3. Here we go. Set.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. You look at this Eagle defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Jamison Crowder. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are back within a score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by Patterson. Season currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Number 26, Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 68 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 52 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Elliott good with a PAT.
And it's try one for 56 yards. You know, everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Mariota now. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Mariota. On the screen, this is EKELER. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught, and it's Ekeler again. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Patterson's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there. Return nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Barkley is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd down and goal. Hurts flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham from 4 yards out. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line.
An offense heading out. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Give to Robinson on the option. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll run out of the gun with Ekeler. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Austin Ekeler. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Ekeler. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And they'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by the yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A first down carry for Barkley. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that last run is a big one. It puts him over 2,000 yards rushing for the year. That puts him up against names like Eric Dickerson, Terrell Davis, Jamal Lewis, Adrian Peterson, and some others in the 2,000-yard club. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Dancing away at the 30. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, nice move. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Eagles hit 11-3 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles are able to widen their advantage.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. That is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Let's go now.
Mariota to throw it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradberry. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brand.
Offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them.
He's got a man complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen.
Washington offense back out there. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and does a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
22 needle. Set, hut.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. He'll pitch it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing, Mariota. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mariota going to change the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18 to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Looking here for Smith downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they
position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Ready?
Following the interception here, Mariota under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Mariota. Over the middle, that's the tight end center. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Sinnott as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit by their quarterback. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 147 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll go to Barkley again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Here we go, set, ready,
to throw Mariota. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 38-yard line.
On play action, Mariota. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
ready, cut.
They go play action. Mariota. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
This is caught inside the 15. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Let's go now. Set, go. Hut.
Here's Mariota. He'll drop this one off to Ekeler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the Eagles'
Here we go.
10-yard line.
A give to Robinson on the option. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go.
To throw is Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Simmons, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. On 4th, and Washington will have it on a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mariota. This is swung out to EKELER. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd and 10.
10 cycles. Here we go. Set.
Again, it's Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll run with Robinson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to it.
Or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing is Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. Rifles run, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It's a gain of 34. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, the numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
Again, it's Barkley. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Washington on 3rd down.
5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays. Will come back out deep in their own territory.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43.
Barkley, inside handoff.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that is going to do it, folks. A number of runners have come close, but with that last run, he'll now surpass Eric Dickerson's all-time record of 2,105 yards rushing in a single season. And the celebrations will begin, and he deserves them as he cements his place in NFL history.
They keep it with Barkley on first down.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground. That last run going to move him over 200 yards rushing now in this game alone. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a side of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Eagles stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw Mariota.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
The 20. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then...
38.
Throwing is Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out.
Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry
into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the slide continues as they drop now to